Hi, welcome to my new talk, Spiritual Signs, or It's a Sign, and my name is Monica Merlot. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and finally one day my son said, "Mom, you know, if you ever do any kind of conversation about your spirituality, you got to call it It's a Sign." So here I am, and this is my first time speaking to you about, how I practice my spirituality. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I've been, teaching yoga for over, I've been practicing yoga for over 20 years, but I've been teaching for about 11 years. I work predominantly with special needs students, and I have a daughter with special needs, and then I have a beautiful son. So that is like the heart of what I do. But my spiritual practice has always been very deep within me, and it's gotten deeper and deeper over the years. And so sometimes, I just want to talk to different people about it, and also share like what I notice and what happens, and also just hear from other people like you. What signs do you see? So I see a lot of signs now, whether it's like through spirit guides or just things from outside, just could be anything. It could be numbers, it could be feathers, it could be something that repeats itself, a photograph. So I thought I'd give you an example. Just actually happened yesterday. I was teaching a group of a class. We were in a beautiful setting in the park, and it was actually for a fundraiser that a colleague of mine was doing, and so she asked me to teach. So we were doing that, and as I was going into warrior pose, I opened my arms really big, and I just I said, okay, just imagine yourself like a peacock, like proud and full, and your feathers out like that. And then that was that. We can talk about anything, right? So then later on, after dinner, went for a walk with my friend, and we went actually downtown because there's a Grand Prix this weekend, so it's crazy, lots of action happening, fun, great to kind of walk through it. It's enough for me, and really cool cars, and just everybody coming to visit Montreal. And thank you for coming to support our city, by the way. I really appreciate that. So all of a sudden, a McLaren kind of looks like a Lamborghini. I thought it was a Lamborghini, but I was told it was a McLaren, and it was all painted a giant, it was like a peacock, like full of feathers and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I take a picture, and I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, I love that, like it really stood out, right? It was proud and everything. And later on when I got home, I'm like, that's interesting. I was talking about a peacock, and then I see, what are the odds of seeing a car painted as a peacock, right? So I left it at that, and then I decided to look it up. What does it mean? I do that all the time. Spiritual meaning of this, an Animal Crossing or whatever. So I do a peacock. And the first thing it says is that you are marvelously unique. Allow yourself to show it. So I'm going to come to that in a moment. And it's a symbol of integrity, and show all your colors. So, I thought, hey, I'm going to wear this great little cover up with the colors and just show a little bit more of who I am. And I think it's so appropriate, all of this, because this is who I am. This is the kind of person I am, and some people make fun of me, and then other people love it, and other people think it's weird, and that's okay. It doesn't matter, I just love it. And so this has pushed me to just come out and just open myself up and show people who I am, and some people who do know me, and then some people who don't, but would be, you know, then we could connect. So yeah, that's how I work around It's a Sign. And other ways I do it is like I love like using tarot cards, and I actually picked up this deck, and it's called Postcards by Colette baron-Reid. So the link will be down at the bottom, and you can check out her cards, and they're, you know, messages from spirit. And what I loved about it is that I pulled out yesterday too. So what I loved is it says spirit loves stories. So it's like, you know, what is your story? You know, we all have stories. We all have something that's happening, going on in our life, or had happened. And the more that we tell our stories, the more, you know, we understand each other, and then the closer we come too, you know. And it says, for they are the blueprints of co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. You're like the truth about you. So the more we talk about who we are truthfully, like really who we are, the more real we become, you know. And I mean, this is something that I've had to open up in myself to do. So it, you know, the story, you know, you should tell the story of courage and your gratitude and honesty. So to be honest about what's happening, like how you feel. So I'm using up my courage and my faith to talk to you, and hopefully it'll be as honest as can be. That's, you know, with integrity. And then there's a tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. And well-being, you know, is to me is something I work on all the time. You know, it's a hit and miss, and I try to take care of myself, and the better I do take care of myself, the more in tune I come to receiving messages from spirits and guides, and also just being very clear. It just, you know, makes life so beautiful that way. What else? Yeah, so, you know, it just says you'll experience the world according to the stories you tell about it. So make sure your stories you are proud of. And I'm proud. I'm proud of like who I am. I'm proud of what I do. I love what I do. So every week I'm gonna just kind of take some notes and just mention like something that happened, a synchronicity that happened. There's so much to talk about. I can't do it in just one session, but I thought I'll start it off this way, and hopefully, you know, you'll give me some feedback. You'll, you know, love some thumbs up, and, you know, subscribe to my channel. It's just beginning, so you'll be like the first to click on. That will be great. And you know, I'll give you back. We'll give each other feedback, and love to hear from you. So welcome to Montreal, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's just, I hear it's beautiful, and I wish you all love and light.